you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away to start. Out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
To the air, it's all. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They're going to ride this running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Seminoles come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks that...
It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Shaw. Right on the money. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's caught. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They've already converted a 4th down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buys a little time. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, It was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the Knowles are rolling down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to take off. Turning it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got some room, it was over.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Shaw. Fires downfield. All by himself. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Send the tight end in motion. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
So now it's second and long. They go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Ball is loose. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Tight end now in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. They'll move the tight end. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. He'll just get in trouble when you try.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Marshall. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Noles will hustle for the line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The inside handoff. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The give on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. About the only good good thing that happened for the offense on that play. At least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
The give to the tailback. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Back to pass, it's off. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll keep it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Noles decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Shaw. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high high level, just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched the sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They kick it away on 4th down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. from the 35-yard line. To the air, it's Shaw. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking for a man. It's all. Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. But the ball pops out on the return. Kicking team's got it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Noles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Shaw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rides to back and leaves it. He won't get there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rides the back on the option, the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Going to sling it on second down. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Working on the right. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? The first guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gives it on the option. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gonna take a shot. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Kick is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Jukes his way for more. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
He'll do it himself. Finds a little space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, it's Shaw. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Leaves it with the back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Going right to work up top. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Got his man.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Knowles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the left. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quick completion on the out route. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed down at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. Touchdown, no! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Noles headed quickly to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little... breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
He's loose. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Power football with the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Out of, oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. And wings it incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the three.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking down the middle. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless. reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Got a little space. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. From midfield, looking for room. Bust through behind his pad. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now, because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have...
And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And he puts through the extra point. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.